I'm here with Priscilla talking about what inspires her to excellence. And Priscilla, maybe take us back to when you were in elementary school and give us a bit of what did inspire you to take up the sport of track and field.
Well, in elementary school it was more just because of the love of the sport, like you said, just getting out there, it's the grassroots, just getting the fundamentals and just having fun. As the years went on, I was told from other coaches that, I'm very talented, I need to look into getting a coach. So in grade 9, I made the final to OFSA, go out there, race, got 8th, but I'm in a pair of flats, where all the other girls are in spikes, and they're in clubs, and they're with coaches. So I'm like, okay, if I'm making the final and I'm just showing up, no training, nothing, let me look into getting a coach. And that's what my high school coach had told me. So I got into hurdles. Didn't really care for the hurdles in the beginning. It's kind of funny now because this is what actually has an Olympic medal around my neck. But all the training, all the time, it kind of added up. And I'm trying to help kids realize that if you have a talent, you have something that you love doing, embrace it. And seek out the help. If you don't ask for help, you'll never get anything. And what's the worst if you ask for something and you're told no? Go at it again, and you never know what can happen.
Describe a little bit of the role your coach has played in terms of motivation, technical support, and what component that is to your success.
Anthony, working with him now about 11 years, has helped me to get to the place where I'm at, because I know a lot of athletes will bounce around, they'll be happy one minute and then they don't know what's happening. But instead of sticking with somebody and working through it, Anthony knows, basically like what I need to do in the beginning of the season for my base, for the endurance, for the training, what's going to get me, because I'm a different person from another hurdler. Something that works for me may not work with somebody else. So it's to know that, and the chemistry that we have on the track is it's fantastic, because he knows me, what I'm going to do, and if I'm having a day, if I'm having a bad day, if I'm on or I'm off. So to have that kind of relationship with somebody is for me, it's an amazing thing. It's very huge into the development and producing the athlete that I am today.
You're in good shape this year. I hear you just made the world standard.
I got my A and my B. I'm very excited. I mean, the other day I ran into like a negative wind, so kind of like how we're dealing with today, But, it's the same thing. You can't worry about conditions or who's there or what's been done in the past. I keep telling, even when I go do my speeches at elementary schools, I tell kids, don't worry about what people have done in the past. What are you going to do today? Because that's what's going to matter today. Nothing that's happened in the past. Yes, it does help, but what you're going to do that day is going to add up.
And what do you think of world-class track and field in Toronto? Is that
I'm so excited
to
have my family be able to come here at Varsity Stadium and nationals, and it's just have it here in Toronto. It's just exciting. I'm just so pumped that the Torontonians can see what I do, like on a level, like face to face, and actually get out there and hang out with everybody. And it's huge. It's like I was telling the other people, it's a domino effect, and it's going to be a positive effect, something that's going to hopefully stand and help the kids that are coming up in the development at the grassroots and see that and get motivated and get inspired. Because when I was growing up, I didn't have this kind of a meet aside from nationals that you can come and watch. So actually to have it right here where you can come and see it and experience, it's going to start sparking some switches off in some kids' heads, and you're going to see, I'm hoping for more track athletes, and you never know what can happen.
Okay, we'll see you in June.
Take care.
So I'm here with Anthony McCleary, who's Priscilla's coach, a longtime coach, and I just had a couple questions for Anthony, primarily about the value of coaching, mentoring, and what it takes to strive for excellence. So Anthony, maybe I'll give the mic to you and let you describe your relationship with Priscilla and what it's taken to get to this level as a one of the world's best hurdlers.
With Priscilla, it's we have to try and maintain confident. I mean, that's the key throughout the whole thing. Trying to get into the athlete's head, prepare her for certain things. We try and get to the roadblocks before she gets to it. Prepare her going into any championship, every race. It's always a challenge. Just tell her, if it's a bad race, let's move on to the next. If it's a good race, it's done, let's go on to the next race. She's very focused. She's a hard worker, like never back down, never say no, very determined. It's a great athlete to work with. I've never seen anyone like this before. We'd always put a bet out or a challenge with her, and she would say, I can do that, I don't care. Whatever you can do, I can do it. So most of our club back in the days used to be mostly boys, yes. 3 girls. And whatever the boys would do, she wants to do what the boys are doing. So I think the work ethics, what is it she wants, how to go and get it, and she just always do it.
Describe a little bit about setbacks and hurdles for a hurdler. Pardon the pun.
Oh, the setback. They when they fall, that is, it's just to say, okay, you had a crash. Let's just see what happened and how we can fix that. She knows how to get that one piece of what would you say? What's the proper word? Connection to go on to the next word. Last World Indoor Championship, she had a crash real hard where she was hurt, badly damaged. Prior to that, 2 years ago, the surgery, cut into an abdomen. But it's try and tell her that everything is okay. Let's move on to the next round. Let's work towards what we're trying to do here. And she would shrug it off and let's go.
Sure. Describe a little bit family, community. I mean, every time I see Priscilla race, I see a massive amount of support, and I think that is the essence of track and any kind of it's the village that obviously makes a person. Describe a bit of that.
The family takes a huge role in an athlete's life. I mean, in the high school, as your kids growing up, you take your kids to practice all the time. You're always there for them. Once it gets to a certain age, the parents step away and says, "Oh, the kid can do it by themselves." Not a chance. Not a chance. So with Priscilla family, the back end is absolutely amazing. The support, go to all the meets, try to make sure they're there for her, what she needs, her family, my family, everyone, Priscilla's like a second child right now, in my family anyways. But as for her parents, you look at all the athletes at the top, the family is in that picture. And when the family steps away, that athlete can't survive to move on to the next level.
Describe a bit of the value of mentoring. So who are the next Priscillas? And obviously, what does her presence have in the club now?
Everyone looks up to her a lot to see where she's coming from and how she get there. Everyone is trying to see, okay, what is it she did to get to where she's at. Right now, what she's doing, she's stepping into the high school, the public school, and talking to the kids and showing them how to dream. It's always a dream, Don't let the dream go. Work hard. Don't let no one tell you that you can't do it. It can be done. What I've done as a coach and her family have done is keep that dream alive for her. When she realized she can do this, we just stayed on the dream with her and follow it right through to the end. This is the dream.
Great. Has it been tough to handle the success? Success always has some challenges.
No. For her, I usually just stay in the background and say, go out, you get in trouble, I'll stay and watch. I'm the good guy. So she's handling it well. She knows what to say. She's an excellent speaker. I could even sit down and watch her speak, and I'm impressed. Back then, I'll be frustrated. Now, it's like, wow, she grew up. So it's nice.
Well, thanks so much.
No problem.